Well, hello all. Happy Friday. I did my last video, or one before that, don't remember. I had asked for some of the things y'all wanted to maybe have me do, since I'm not going to be spending much money for a while, if ever again. And one of you suggested bringing back Fun Facts Friday, and I'd kind of forgotten about Fun Facts Friday and Fabulous Friends Friday. So I have 10, well, I might skip one because I don't like it. So let's say 9 fun facts about the fall, because fall just started this week. I think it was, well, here first, the first fun fact will tell us a little bit about that. The autumn equinox is different every year. The autumn equinox happens every September. Each year it lands on a different date, normally either September 22nd or 23rd. The equinox is when the sun is directly in line with the Earth's celestial equator, meaning day and night are of equal length. The reason why the equinox falls on different dates is because of the Gregorian calendar. You know how a year is it's not really 365 days, it's 365.25 days. So that makes it, I'm not sure what day it was this year, but it's officially fall. Look at this picture that was under this fact. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I don't like being cold, but I would like to go visit that kind of, we don't have stuff like that down here in Texas. The trees don't really change colors very much. Autumn was once called harvest. The autumn season once had a completely different name during the 12th and 13th centuries in England. Autumn was known as harvest, or they spell it a different way, but in today's spelling, harvest. One of the reasons it earned this name was because the full moon nearest to the autumn equinox is called the harvest moon. The term fall isn't exclusive to America only. This was obviously written by somebody in England, because it says, although we Brits might turn up our noses at our fellow Americans who have labeled the autumn season fall, it was actually a fairly common term in England until relatively recently. It was originally derived from the shortening of the phrase fall of the leaf. That makes sense. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that makes sense, because, you know, falls when I have 2 huge oak trees in my front yard, which y'all know I can't grow any grass, so I'm gonna work on making a rock type crushed granite walk pathways type yard, because I can't grow anything. But these 2 huge oak trees were all gorgeous and give me a lot of shade. A couple years ago, I had some teenage boys come over and rake the leaves, and they had 32 of those giant black trash bags full of leaves. So I get a ton of leaves. I didn't do it last year. I kept waiting till they all fell, and then I was going to have somebody come over and rake them. But it was really windy last fall, and they kept blowing away. So I'm sure my neighbors hated me, because by the time I had somebody come over and rake them up, there weren't that many left. They'd all blown into everybody else's yard. Autumn babies live longer. Well, that's interesting, because my 2 babies were autumn babies. One was born September 6th, and one was born September 20th. So my 2 boys were autumn babies. Although the days might be getting shorter, those born in autumn could live longer. According to a study carried out by the Journal of Aging Research, they found that 30% of U.S. centenarians, people that live to be 100 or more, I can't get the word out, those born between 1880 and 1895 were born in the autumn season. So 30% when it should be 25%, so it's a slight bump up. One of the theories is that this is because autumn marks a change in temperature. Babies born in colder months can therefore develop a greater immunity to colds and flus. Some also believe that the cold, crisp autumn air is good for the constitution, but that may be an old wives' tale. The Greeks had their own ideas about autumn. While we now understand that the change of season depends on the tilt of the Earth's axis, the Greeks had a much more tragic explanation. According to Greek mythology, autumn began when Persephone, the daughter of the goddess of nature and harvest, was kidnapped by Hades, the god of the underworld. Hades became enamored with Persephone and wanted her to be queen of the underworld alongside him. However, Persephone, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, was so upset that she caused all the crops to die. It wasn't until Hades returned Persephone, I guess it's Persephone, anyway, to her mother that life began to creep back into the plants, marking the start of spring. Okay? Autumn can affect your health. Well, doesn't that go back to the thing we just read about might make you healthier? During the autumn season, the clocks go back, which means we get an extra hour in bed. Although that extra 60 minutes in bed might be satisfying enough for some, research has revealed that this time change actually has some health benefits. A recent study by the University of Colorado has revealed that the number of fatal heart attacks drops by 20% after the autumn time switch. The reason? The extra hour in bed does us a world of good, and there is growing evidence to show that sleep deprivation takes the greatest toll on our hearts. Yeah, I need to do better about sleeping. Last night, I didn't go to sleep till about midnight, and then Kit woke me up about 3 wanting to go out, which he started doing that lately. I don't know what's the deal. He never used to do that before. And then I wanted to call and get him into the doctor, so I set my alarm for 7. So I got, a couple hours on either side of 3 o'clock. So I didn't get much sleep last night, or the night before for that matter. So if it's bad for your heart, I need to start doing a better job of getting some sleep. Bobbing for apples is a British invention. But I'm going to skip the part about the British invention, but the thing I thought was interesting, where is it? It was a British courting ritual. Males were assigned an apple, while the females would bob for them, hoping to get the right apple for the man she wanted. If she did, it was a sign that they were destined to be together. While that sounds slightly messy, we appreciate the sentiment. It's certainly more romantic than tender. Huh, that's kind of funny. Autumn and animals. We've never really thought about a squirrel's brain capacity until now. During the autumn season, squirrels allegedly become smarter. Although these little fellows seem pretty content with the simple things in life, during autumn, squirrels actually show a 15% increase in the size of their hippocampus, the part of the brain that controls the memory and emotions of the animal. As autumn is the prime time for squirrels to find nuts and seeds to store away for the barren winter months, this little critter has to be on top of his game to find the best picks. Yeah, I guess that's true. They gotta store those nuts and then remember in the spring where they stored them. And something that they also mention here is that some animals don't like the fall, because I used to live in California, and monarch butterflies, which are a California thing, I guess there are other parts of the world, but mostly in California, in the fall they fly down to Mexico because they don't like the cold, I guess. Autumn is the season of love. While February might have the reputation of being the month of love, the autumn season actually sees a spike in romance. During autumn, sex drives in both men and women are higher than any other time of the year, with men finding women the most attractive during these months due to their increased production of testosterone. Love is most definitely in the air in the cyber world during this time too. An analysis of Facebook data shows that more people update their status from single to in a relationship or engaged in autumn than in any other season. Huh. I always find these things fascinating. It's like, all right. Oh, that's the 9th one. Those were kind of fun. Wonder if there's any more I can find. 25 things you never knew. 9 fun facts about fall. Let's look at those because there's only 9 of them. Only that one, oh, here's one that's different than the one I just read. Pumpkin spice does not taste like pumpkin. There isn't any real pumpkin in it either. Pumpkin pie spice is the mixture used in pumpkin pies. Today you can find pumpkin pie spice flavored lattes, donuts, cookies, candy, candles, and even air fresheners. You can make your own pumpkin pie spice with this recipe, and then it's a recipe you can click on, and it's like cinnamon and ginger and cloves and stuff like that. There are more than 7,500 varieties of apple. I can name maybe 5 or 6. Granny Smiths, Pippins, Red Delicious, Pink Lady, Ambrosia, I think's one. If I thought long enough, I could maybe get up to 10, but there's no way I'd get up to 7,500. There are 2,500 types grown in the U.S., 7,500 in total around the world. There's a candy corn day. Candy corn's one of those things, either you really like it or you absolutely hate it. I kind of like it. I thought about buying some, but I don't need all that sugar, so I'm not going to buy it this year. There's actually a day devoted to this Halloween classic treat, candy corn, according to today's parent. It falls on October 30th, giving you just enough time to stock up on some, but you don't have to wait until Halloween to enjoy or hate this highly opinionated candy, because there is now themed candy corn for Christmas, Valentine's Day, and Easter. You can see the brightest full moon in fall, because it's closer, I think. Fall leaf colors are caused by sugar. Everyone loves those colorful leaves in the fall, from vibrant reds to eye-popping bright oranges. But you know that the color of the leaves turn is based on how much sugar is in the leaves. That's why maple leaves are such a brilliant red color. I don't think I've ever seen a maple tree. That's a north thing. I don't think they'd survive down here in this Texas heat too well. So anyway, I'm bringing Fun Fact Friday and Fabulous Friends Fridays back, because I'm trying to find some things to do. Some people suggested doing cooking videos, crafting videos, do a Bible study maybe. I might do a little bit of, I'm doing this one here with my, it's called First Place for Health, and it's a diet, it's a Christ-based diet plan Bible study. And we just met today, so there's some good little interesting stuff in here, so I might read you some of what we do in here maybe on Thursdays, which today's Thursday, but I'm making this for Friday. So maybe next Thursday I'll read you some of the things I found interesting in this Bible study, some of those things that make you go, I didn't know that. Alrighty, that's it. Enough of my Fun Facts Friday. I took Kit to the vet. Found out because he'll step and he'll yip and he'll lift his leg up. And then like a minute or two later, he seems fine and runs around. So I took him to the vet today, and he has I guess it's common among small dogs. He has what's called a floating kneecap or patella. And it's kind of permanent, and it can vary in severity. But because they're small dogs, the groove that's supposed to hold their ligament in is too flat, and their kneecap shifts a little and the ligament gets pinched or the nerve gets pinched or something and causes them pain. And then it'll slip back where it's supposed to be, and then the pain goes away. So, I don't know, he just said for the next week or so, keep him, you know, don't take him for walks or anything, which I haven't been anyway because it's been too hot. But I'm going to get him, they actually make knee supports for dogs. So I'm going to buy him one of those and see if it helps. And I'm also going to get him some glucosamine. She said to give him that because it might help with the inflammation, and it also may keep him from getting arthritis, you know, because if you have any kind of joint issues, you can get arthritis in that joint, which, you know, happened to me. But anyway, poor little guy. So I have a video up where on the way home from the doctor, it was right next door to the car wash, so we went through the car wash. I wanted to see what he'd think of the car wash, and, you know, because it's the kind where you drive through yourself. And he's kind of like yawning a lot, so usually when a dog yawns, it means they're stressed. He was a little bit better at the vet this time than last time. He let her touch and manipulate his legs and stuff, and didn't try and bite her or anything. So I take that as a plus. He did poop on her table, but that's a stress reaction for him. If he's stressed, he'll usually poop. But other than that, he was pretty good at the vet. They gave him a little treat, and he didn't really like it. It's still laying around here somewhere. But anyway, it's a sad thing because he's always going to have this floating kneecap issue, and hopefully it's a mild case. You know, I know it seems kind of silly, but it's important to me. Pray for my little doggy boy, because if he ends up having to get x-rays and surgery and all that, it's going to cost me a fortune. Because to do an x-ray, because he is so tense at the doctor's, they said they'd have to sedate him, which just sedation and the x-rays would probably cost several $100s. And if they ended up having to do surgery, you know, that's going to be a couple thousand probably, which I don't have. Well, I do, but it's in my IRA, and I'll take it out if I have to, but I just don't really want to. So anyway, pray that Kit's got a mild case of this and it maybe resolves itself or something. I don't think it will, but maybe if I get the brace on it, it'll help it a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. I'm going tomorrow night to my grandson's play that he's in. He's got 3 bit parts, but he's also the stage manager and does all the tech work and production and all that. He kind of oversees it all because he's in the play itself, so he can't actually do the tech stuff, but he helps it plan it and all. But anyway, it's Shakespeare in Love. I don't really know what that play is, but we'll see. So I'm going with his other grandma, that she and I are friends, and we share those 2 grandkids, him and his sister. So that's all. Hope you enjoyed the fun fall facts on Friday. Fun Facts Friday. Oh, I said tomorrow the play. The play is actually, when you watch this, it's going to be Friday night. So I'm filming this on Thursday. So to me it's tomorrow, but to you it's today. Does that make sense at all? I'm going to put up also, probably put it up yesterday, because I'm going to put it up before I go to bed probably. The Kit goes through the car wash video. He's just kind of like, not too sure about this, but he didn't freak out, but he was just he was still a little stressed from going to the vet too. So anyway, that's it. Love y'all. I'll try and find some interesting, fun things for you to watch. And I think I've stopped being an unboxing channel. I don't know what kind of channel I am. I don't know what to call myself, but am I a chit chat channel? Is that what I am? I'm a Jill, you know how they have Jack of all trades? I'm a Jill of all trades. Or a Pat of all, what's a P word? Pat of all projects, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, love y'all. Talk to you soon. if you haven't subscribed, love to have you. I'm going to do the drawing for my 5-year on YouTube giveaway Saturday or Sunday. So if you haven't signed up to enter that, go back and look for it, because I'm giving away, you know, relatively good sized box of goodies. And when I hit 800, I'll have another giveaway, 800 subscribers. I'm at, last time I looked, I've gone backwards. I was at 776 and now I'm down to 772. So I'm heading the wrong way. I need to go that way to get to 800. So, it's been 20 minutes of me rambling. I need to shut up. So I'll love you. Love y'all. Bye.